Are you feeling lucky? I'm talking like 3.1 Bitcoin lucky. Because if you are, we are reviewing the Avalon Nano 3S, and you do have a very small chance of hitting a solo Bitcoin block with this. And if you want to go for a better chance, you can also go for Bitcoin Cash, which pays around $1,000, but significantly better chance than ever hitting a Bitcoin block. Now, if you've been sleeping under a rock, a lot of people have been reviewing these little small Gamma 601s, and I think they're really cool for what they are. But hey, if you're looking for an upgrade, something that's 5 terahash instead of the 1 to 1.2 terahash, then you're gonna wanna step it up with the Nano 3S. Now, if you're an LED junkie like myself, this thing does change colors. And you know, I really like showing these off. You know, people come over, my kids look at it, they're like, what is that? It's really cool. So here's the app over here. This is the Avalon Family app, and we'll get into that in just a moment, but there's a lot of cool features. You can totally shut it off here if you wanted to, which is like, come on, why would you want to turn the lights off? But for those who like to turn the lights off, there's definitely an option. Maybe you'll save 1 or 2 watts. I'm not really too sure. But there's definitely a lot of really cool things you can do with this. You can make it flash, which I don't really care for personally, but hey, it does flash. And then there's like breathing, you know, there's a lot of really cool options there for sure. But just look how beautiful this thing is at night, man. And I can't just stress how much I love the way this looks, the clean white and everything. Yeah, really fantastic. And then there's also a loop mode. So we both are watching this together and just kind of go through all the colors. And yeah, I think it's really awesome. For display, this thing is super, super cool. And who would not want one of these? Come on, man, that thing is awesome. And so for the features for the Nano 3S, it's actually 6 terahash. I said 5 terahash earlier, I do apologize. Easy setup. It has Wi-Fi, works through your phone as I just showed you, and consumes 140 watts, not to mention this cool display on top. It shows the time, some other things on there too, but I haven't really set up the time for me just yet. You can definitely do that if you wanted to use that as a clock, but I don't think it has an alarm or anything. But still really, really cool features that maybe you don't necessarily need, but like, come on, man, look at the color. All right, quick unboxing, guys. You can see it's black, so I got kind of worried. I was like, oh no, is it the wrong one? Because apparently like the black one's the older one. I guess that was the Nano 3, and it had more issues. Let me know if you've ever had issues with yours, the old one. But apparently this new white one is significantly better. And I mean, look how sleek that is, man. That is gorgeous. I love this. Love my Gamma 601s, but this is something cool and something very different. And then I took out some of the packaging already to make it a little bit easier for you guys. And you can see here is the power brick. So that actually looks really nice. I've got a lot of power supplies and they were garbage. Like some of the Gold Shell ones, Ice River ones were not cool. This is super cool. You could see through it. Hopefully you're able to see that right there. That is super cool. Never seen that before. Pretty standard here. On the back, you can see it's up to 140 watts and there's some of the voltage. So at 140 watts, it says 28 volts or 5 amps. And on the side, there's a USB. And then there's also a little hole there. I'm guessing you could reset it with that using this little pin, which did come with the device. And besides that, underneath, you can just see some of the description right there for the Avalon Nano 3S. And it's actually advertised at 6 terahash, so better than the 5 that I thought at 140 watts. And on the back here is where we're gonna plug in our USB-C. And now we have power. You can see the Avalon Nano just popped up. That looks so cool. And then I did see a little bit of a light around here. It looks kind of yellow and now it's blue. That is beautiful. On top it says hi. How cool is that? No USB device inserted. And so now I understand why it comes with this little itty bitty USB. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the side here. And now it's telling me, please configure the network with Avalon Family app. So we're gonna go to our phone. I would assume this is the correct one. So we're just gonna hit install. This is in the Google Store, Play Store. And now we're gonna go ahead and open that app. This is a really slick app. So I'm gonna go ahead and log in. And then it gave me a temporary code, which I do need to copy here. Then after verifying the code, I'm just gonna pick a nickname, birthday, and language. Next, it brings me to this screen and I'm just gonna hit add. It lets me know that Bluetooth is required. So I'm gonna say okay. And then I'm going to allow this device. It also looks like I had to turn on my location as well. And so it's searching for my device right now. And it appears to have found my Nano 3S. Still a picture of black, just so you guys know. You might want to update that a little bit. Then I'm gonna hit connect. And then you're gonna type in your Wi-Fi and password. Okay, so after doing that, I do see something different here. It says 6.43 terahash It says high, and I'm guessing that's the time. That's definitely not the time where I live, so maybe that's a little bit different for you, but yeah, you can start to see some cool stuff showing up. And then it did take me a few tries, like 2 or 3, and then eventually I saw it right here. So that is my Nano 3S, I guess. And then it tells me, it recommends me changing my password. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a new password. And then the password was what it is in parentheses there, where it says initial admin. And so then now it says it's gonna restart it. So we're gonna hit okay. And then password, we're gonna try admin, and I added a new password of my own. Succeeded, yay! So now you can see this bad boy is restarting. And now we have this thing up in mining, so we gotta make sure to put it to our pool. Like otherwise, what's the point? So we're gonna go to settings here, and then we're gonna go to pool config, because if you hit a block, what's the point of paying somebody else? So I'm gonna use CK pool, but you could use whatever you want, like via BTC or something. Okay, so then I opened it up on my phone and pasted everything in. Note here, I did have to put Stratum Plus TCP, a little bit different than just using your Gamma 601. And then for worker name, it is your Bitcoin address .worker. So I put .nano3s, and then password, I don't know, you can pick whatever you want. And I just did this 1, 2, 3 times. It's gonna say save, and then it'll restart your miner. Okay, so now our miner is rebooting, and it says hello again. That's a good sign. So if you go over to solochance.org, you can go ahead and type in the terahash, which is 6 terahash in today's video, and the chances of hitting a block in 1 year is 1 in 2,765 chance. Now, not the best odds in the entire world. Obviously, if you stack these up, you know, you get a couple more, or you do whatever. Here's my CK pool. I'm a little bit higher. For some reason, on the 7-day, I'm at 8 terahash. I think I turned one of the gammas off, but overall, I'd be about 9.49 terahash. So far, that's about a 0.055 chance in every single year, and every 10 minutes you do have a chance. Again, super small chance, but hey, you do have a chance of hitting a block. Okay, so if you pick one of these up from Helium Deploy, it's gonna cost you $287. That's with discount code DJMines10. Make sure to add the 10 on there. All in all, man, how am I feeling about the Avalon Nano 3S? I think by far, this is my favorite Bitcoin solo miner that I have tested. Again, I have a couple of these BitAxes, and they're super cool, right? For what they do, they're like 40 watts, 1.2 terahash, and I think for the price, this is about the price of 3 of them. It is certainly worth it. Again, I wish they would put white on the box, but then I guess they'd have to change the rest to black, so maybe it didn't look really cool. That's just something small, it doesn't really matter. The build quality is phenomenal, and I mean, obviously I haven't used it for so long, but I've been testing it for about a week now, and it's actually really good. I'm getting the performance that I thought I would, and at the end of the day, it's a lottery ticket. It looks really cool. I mean, look at it. It's really small. That's the size of my hand right there. It doesn't get much better than Avalon. Canon is well known. Everybody knows who they are. They make fantastic products. And again, the 3S is supposed to be an improved version of that. So certainly I think from a price to reward for what you're getting, and again, we're just trying to hit the lottery here. I think it's a cool piece. It makes sense. It's affordable, and I would definitely recommend this product. I want to give a shout out to Helium Deploy once again for sending me this machine, man. It's been fantastic working with y'all, and thank you everybody who uses the discount code. I know there's a million people that have discount codes, but the people that stick with me and on my channel, DJ Mines, I really do appreciate it, man. It really helps us get future sponsorship. And if you don't mind, please do like this video and consider subscribing. If you made it to the end of the video, put in hashtag Nano, N-A-N-O, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. DJ Mines, signing out.